Hey everyone, and welcome to the live stream review of Once Upon a Time's Heartless. And I have to say, I've never done a live stream review by myself. So I really hope a lot of you will tune in into the comments so we can have a discussion. Joe is unfortunately not able to join us tonight. But you guys got me, and all of you said in the trailer reviews and sneak peek reviews to do a live stream. So I figured this would be the best opportunity to do it. And as I said, I've never done a live stream, and again, live stream by myself. And I'm very sorry that I am starting it so late. I was at an event, and I lost complete track of time, and then I actually lost my wallet, which is really, really unfortunate. But hi, Taylor. Thank you for tuning in. Keep your questions coming. Let's try to make this as interactive as I can. Hogwarts Streamer, hey, it's nice to see you. Hi, Emily. I can see you guys all chatting away. It's just me today. So honestly, share. I'd rather talk to you guys in the chat than offer like my own direct review because I'm not editing this. There's no photos. There's nothing. But I think overall, the episode's well, okay, let's go with it this way. This season is supposed to be untold stories. So was this the untold story of the woodcutter or of the dog? I have to say Charming's dog was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I loved it. I love that dog. He was so cute. So I think that was the untold story there. We can't say that Snow White and Prince Charming and the evil queen was in the past. That Snow White and Prince Charming's backstory is untold. We know what that is. It was just meant to further progress the plot of that sapling thing, which was just a funky plot device. I believe this episode was written by Jane Espenson, and a lot of you know I am not her biggest fan. I think she does very, very strong writing in the present day. Or well, actually, it depends. I think she does very, very strong writing on in one side. You know what I mean? I think she can either do a very strong present or a very strong flashback, but I don't think she's able to do a cohesive blending. Not that I think Adam and Eddie are like the best, but I think they have like that cohesive blending. Yes, the untold story of Charming's dog. I can already see you guys all agreeing with that. So yes, this was his episode. 100%. I'm blanking on the dog's name, so if you guys remember it, let me know, and I will give him as many shout outs as I can. So I guess I'm not even sure where to map this. It obviously took place after Snow White ran away from the evil queen in the past, and then she ended up meeting Charming. I'll use the word lightly, or in quotations, and you know the sapling was formed. Oh, the dog was named Wilby. All right, thank you all. So Wilby, hashtag Wilby. Let's I would love to get that trending. Who would not love to see Wilby trending? I think maybe for the icon of the video, if I can find a picture of Wilby, I'll make him the icon. Would you guys like that? I was trying to think of a good icon. At first I wanted it to do as Zelina, but then I was thinking maybe Wilby. This is hysterical. Like I said, I've never had to do a live stream by myself, so this is interesting. I normally have like a whole list of notes when I do a edited review and whatnot. So this is all off my head. So Aaron said that it took place right after episode 7 of season 1. Wow, that is a huge. Well, I don't fairness, I really don't remember season 1 that well. I mean, I remember it, but it just took place. It was so long ago. It was so long ago, which is just crazy. And now we're going all the way back. That's confusing for the timeline. In my opinion, I really don't think we need constant or any Snow White and Charming flashbacks just because we really have it established. We have an idea of their relationship. So I don't think it's a necessary flashback. Yes, Team Wilby. I will get a Wilby icon. If any of you actually have a picture of Wilby right now and you want to send it to my Twitter or my Facebook page, send it there and I'll whip it up when I get off of this, which will probably be in a little while. So, what do you think of the flashback? I mean, I already kind of just described it a few minutes ago. I thought it served an essential purpose in the present, but overall, yeah, Emily, you said they were boring. I think they were really, really boring. Though I very much did like the conjoining of scenes at the end of the episode before that whole big reveal was done. Yes, Susan, I see that you wrote, I love Killian's pep talk to Emma. I think the Captain Swan moments of this episode were fantastic. I thought they were very good. I actually even thought the Evil Queen moments were ruled the episode. I mean, she was the ruler. She was the queen of this episode. Thank you, Taylor, for agreeing with me about no more snowing flashbacks. Just not a needed thing anymore. Methinks they should be done. I know that Jennifer Goodwin and Josh Dallas are main characters on this show, but I really, really, really think that their role could be diminished to supporting at this point. Also, before I even get into it, did all of you see my introduction that I made for season 6 where I blended the clips together and threw some title cards? I also put a nice border around it that I made myself. I really made that in light of you guys. I had such a great time making that because I had an awesome time going back through season 5 and a little bit of season 4. Yes, Aaron, I agree with you. Snow and David were really cool until season 4. ICC Cole, yes, Zelina did turn green in Storybrooke, and we're going to talk about the present day in just a second. So the flashback, I think we can essentially sum up, was boring, and it's in light of Jane Espenson. It was in light of Jane Espenson's writing. I mean, that's how it really works. So it wasn't that amazing. I don't like to rate the episodes. I kind of like to just go if I liked it, if I didn't like it. And in all fairness, when I watched the sneak peeks for this episode, I was very, very excited for it. I thought the trailer was annoying. As I said, I was over the Snow White and Prince Charming thing, but I was curious to see the Evil Queen's approach, and her approach I liked. I really liked what happened with the Evil Queen here. I thought it was done so well. Also, I think Lana Parrilla just gets into the role of the Evil Queen so well that, or so fantastic that you have to love her. I mean, if you don't like Lana as the Evil Queen, I don't know. Erica just said, can we talk about the Evil Queen and Rumple? They need to stop showing me them kiss. They can flirt, but then kissing. Yeah, I was actually texting Joe, even though he couldn't make it for this episode, and I said, no. I said that they can't kiss either. It's disgusting. It's one of the most disgusting things ever. That's funny. I love your comment, Emily. Good trailer, bad episode, bad trailer, good episode, past 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been like a funky flip-flop, I would definitely say. I really, honestly, the sneak peeks made me more excited for this episode, but I was not excited for the flashback, and I think all of us are in relative agreement that the flashbacks are not needed. By the way, just for some feedback, how's this going? Do you guys like the kind of jumping around, or would you prefer me to kind of go in a cohesive list? I really didn't plan this out. This is just more of a chat than anything else. I'll do a more cohesive list next week if I'm alone again, which I might be. So, present day. So, where do you guys want to start with the present day? First person to comment about the present day, I'll go with that right away. I just honestly, we can do anything. We have so many different scenes that happened here, and whoever wants to discuss it, we'll jump on that train. If not, we'll go in mine. Emma could kiss them and break the curse. All right, so let's talk about that. So Susan said Emma could kiss them and break the curse. I wonder if that would work. Would she have to kiss them both at the same time? I guess the big reveal was another sleeping curse. Really? Another sleeping curse? I mean, when's Dark Curse number 4 going to happen? Honestly, that should be a poll. Just how many curses we've had on the show. I think we've had 7, right? I think we've had three Dark Curses and 4 sleeping curses. Actually, technically, if you want to say we had 4 Dark Curses at one point. This is, it's so convoluted. It's like the most convoluted thing I've ever seen to have this many curses and to have her to curse the heart. I thought that was crazy. All right, so let's talk about Rumple and Belle. As I said, all over the place. This is more of a discussion with me, so it's hysterical. Yes, Rumple and Evil Queen, disgusting. But I want to talk about Rumple and Belle. Now, I don't think Emily DeRaven is like the best actress on this show. I think that she's I think that she's surrounded by a lot of really, really good talent. And the problem is, that. But the moment in this episode when she spoke up to Rumple, I thought she did a fantastic job delivering her lines. Yes, Melissa, I said you said you love how Belle telling Rumple off, I really loved it. I liked how she really got in his face. She's like, I don't even care that you're making out with the evil queen. I care that you want to ruin our son's life. And I thought that was a stunning, stunning scene. Well written. And yes, I really believe that he totally is. Rumpelstiltskin is also a character I think should be towards the side. Oh God, it's awful. I feel like you guys know I'm a big fan of this show. I love talking about it, but I just feel that half of our characters just need to be demoted to guest starring, because I think we need this new untold story premise to really take root. We need the evil queen to really rule, but we need to see Belle, Rumple, Charming, Snow, kind of the pitter patter over there. Over there, over on this side of my office, where I'll just keep them right there and always talk about them, because that's where they should be. They should be with me. That'd be hysterical. So that the Belle and Rumple scene, I think that was really it. That was a great scene. I really enjoyed Belle. Emily, yes, they need new stories. And wasn't that the premise of this entire season, that they need stories? I mean, that was the whole premise, the untold stories. I mean, Hyde's go-to line was, well, there's nothing more dangerous than an untold story. And we have Aladdin and Jasmine, who have a whole backstory that we could really flesh out. And yet we have yet to see all of that. I want to see that. Jafar? Where's Jafar is untold. Untold. I'm using quotes with that. Where's Jafar? Seriously, where is he? Find him. Someone. Okay. Yes. KDude146 said, I get Rumple's going to go after Zelina now, so we can discuss Zelina. So in the beginning, all right, I'll actually try to review for a moment. Just review for 2 minutes here. So beginning of the episode, Evil Queen threatens Snow White. She said Sleeping Snow is her favorite snow. That was in a sneak peek. We discussed that. I really did enjoy that. And then following that, they're trying to stop her. And the Evil Queen, gives Snow White the bottle from the underworld, from the River of Lost Souls, and then it turns out to destroy anything it touches, because it's evil. It's the evil water of Hades. The underworld got a little mention. I actually was watching some episodes of season 5, and I was watching a couple clips with Corella. I missed Victoria Smurfett so much. So much. I really who misses Victoria? Actually, at the end of this, I'm going to pull up my Twitter, and on my Twitter, we did a poll last week. You actually can still vote in it if you still want to just hop on there. It's Lyden_Robert. I did what stories we want to see adapted on the show, and then we can even do a little discussion about those movies that I said. I believe there was Princess and the Frog, Lion King. I forget the other ones. I truly forget the other ones that I put up there. Let's see. Top 2Play Cool 21 just asked me, do you think this episode was trying too hard to be reminiscent of the early seasons, since fans missed the earlier so much? I think it kind of was. I think it had intensive vibes to season 1, which I guess in itself is supposed to be a good thing. But should I say it or should I ask it? This is so funny. I'm really curious. Do you guys think? What do you guys think is my favorite season of the show, or part of my favorite season? Because I want to answer 2Play Cool's 21 question, but I'm really curious because you guys have been watching me for over 2 years now. So where do you think I am for the show? Because I think that season 1 is very good, but I think we actually have had better season since, but we've had worse season since as well. So 4. Yep, 4A. Thank you, Emily. That's exactly it. Season 4, part A was my favorite season. I thought it was absolutely a stunning season. Yep, all of you know it. It's the Frozen arc. You know how much I love Frozen. I think Frozen is fantastic. I know some people have ripped that arc apart, and I don't think it's deserving of that. Wow, I don't know how long. Wow, this video could go on for a very, very long time, and we haven't even finished the episode. Haven't even finished the main discussion of the episode. Okay, let's. By the way, 3B, excuse me. 3B and 4A are my favorite arcs. The Wicked Witch of the West arc and the Frozen arc are my absolute favorite arcs. I think they're stunning. I think they're extremely, extremely fantastic arcs. So, Hogwarts Dreamer. Yep, you guys are the same. You and I are the exact same with this. I was actually thinking of trying to throw out like a Once Upon a Time topic video. I know I did like the Could Once Upon a Time Be Canceled video, but that really wasn't that fun because I kind of felt bad making it. But I want to do like more arc type videos, so or like more discussion videos, because I think that Once has so much breadth. So if you guys have ideas for me to do for more discussions, send them out and I'll edit them up. They're actually very easy to do. So yes, Henry was extremely worth this, Emily, and Ingrid was amazing, 100%. Ingrid was my favorite character on this show. All right, okay. This is why I don't do live streams by myself, because I just go completely all over the place. Completely all over the place. I want to see Anna again too. I want to see Georgina Haig. I actually still follow Georgina Haig on her Twitter and her Instagram, and she always seems that she's doing a lot of stuff. It looks like Frozen gave her a good chunk of work, which is quite nice. I think the same thing happened to Elizabeth Lail, though I'm not sure where Dead of Summer took her, but she definitely did get a good chunk of work. Once Upon a Time is great for that. That's a great thing, especially if you're like a new actress. It allows you to get exposed to an American audience and get like a very, very strong fan base. There's a lot to dissect with OUAT. All right, so Evil Queen gave Snow White a potion, and potion turned out to be poisonous. And then they had to find the sapling. In all honesty, I was not zoning out. I was really curious, like, what the hell was the purpose of even finding the sapling? Could the sapling stop the river of death? Because I don't think that was possible. Anyway, and so Charming and Snow White go off to find Becca. I don't think any Once Upon a Time can really classify as scary. I would never really give it a scary show. If you want a scary show, go watch The Walking Dead. Or if you don't want a scary show, don't watch The Walking Dead. Yes, KDude146. I would love to see a David and Kristoff backstory. That, in all honesty, I think would have been more fun to see today. Would make just as little sense to the strip up to the point of the plot than the flashback. The flashback's literal purpose was for them to realize, oh, I knew you before I knew you. Really? Really? Is that what we're going to do from now on? Do I knew you before I knew you? No. No. That's bad. It's very sloppy. Okay. So Regina needs to get Zelina out of the Evil Queen's clutches, and she kind of wants to make Zelina realize what's happening. And she writes that letter, "Meet me at Gold Shop," and then you see them kissing. And Zelina goes batshit jealous. And it's interesting. She wasn't so much jealous of the fact that Rumpelstiltskin was making out with the Evil Queen. It was that the Evil Queen was making out with him. She was jealous of her sister. But again, it's Zelina. And Zelina goes, she starts to go green right here. And we're actually wearing green. But, she starts to go green on her face or her neck. And I loved how Regina went, "Are you rotting?" And I went, "Oh." The Evil Queen has amazing delivery of all of her lines. I think I really, if Once Upon a Time ever had to get canceled, I really, Emily, I don't think Zelina is jealous of Belle. No, I don't. I think Zelina wants to make sure that Rumpelstiltskin and Belle have absolutely no relationship. I think that she's just pure pissed at everyone involved, but I don't think she's actually mad at Belle. What I just want to quickly note, on the chance Once ever goes off the air, I really think that Lana Parrilla has a great chance of doing a great job in film. I actually could very much see her in a live-action fairy tale film from Disney if she wants to stick with the Disney company. I even could see her winning an Oscar in a very serious role, in all honesty. Actually, at one point, I wanted to make a campaign saying Jen Morrison for Captain Marvel, but I know that she would never get off of Once Upon a Time until she had to, because she does such a great job here. But I really could see Jennifer Morrison and Lana Parrilla really accelerating into the movie field. This is just so much fun. This is just crazy. Okay. So let's keep going here. But thank you all so much for chatting with me. This is just, I love this. I really think I will do this as often as I can to keep a discussion, and I'll try to get in more time so you all know when I'm doing this. So Zelina's jealous, and following Zelina being jealous, well, Snow White and Charming and Regina team up. And in all honesty, I love when the three of them team up, just because, minus the Evil Queen's serum's problems. Oh, by the way, if you want to discuss next week's episode, I will make a full trailer and review video for that. So I would like to we can talk about every other episode except season 6, episode 8. I want to talk about that in a trailer review. I would just like that. I hope that's not a problem. I just would like to isolate the discussion just a little bit, because I don't want to lose my train of thought even more so than I've already lost it. I really hope that's okay. So let's see what else we got. As I was saying, it's so hard to keep my train of thought. The evil queen goes after them. She finds them when they found the sap, and they have those memories. And following that, she breaks it in half, and everyone is kind of like, oh, she broke it. Why didn't Regina just poof it back to her hand? Like, is that not her power? Actually, it's really interesting. The powers of the evil queen and Regina are truly never defined. I mean, I guess just because they have witchcraft, they can teleport, they can move things, they can like teleport things to them, and then they can teleport things to them. They can move things with their mind. They can teleport. They can choke things, but I guess it's just a side effect of telekinesis. Anyway, their powers are they're very overpowered, and they can make fireballs. So sorry, the evil queen destroys the sapling, and then everyone's kind of like, oh, what do we do? But there's an in-between scene where Emma and Hook have a fantastic bonding moment, and he kind of reads her the story. I thought that was really, really a great scene. Colin O'Donoghue, also a very strong actor, who I really think should get a best actor nomination at some point, in an Emmy, or if he ever gets the opportunity to go into movies. I think he's only been in a couple movies before once, and once has really been his main income. But I really would love to see Colin also go into it. I like television. Like, this whole channel is based on television. But if you want an actor to really excel, you want them to do well in film. And that's kind of where they go through. Don't all true love partners have a sapling? Oh, that's a very good question, Camden. I don't know the answer for it because I don't write the episode. If I wrote the episode, I would have said yes. Everyone could make a sapling for themselves. Philip didn't lose his shadow. Philip just got turned into a monkey. I don't remember if Prince Philip losing his shadow. Anyway, point being, so everyone goes to the graveyard to fight the evil queen, and when they're at that moment, Regina and Emma are about to team up. They're going to try to stop her, and then Snow White and Charming are like, wait, we're good. And she takes their heart, and maybe I'm way overanalyzing it here, but since Charming died, because his heart was crushed to enact curse number 2, technically 3, but the second one was stopped. So when Charming lost his heart, he should have died the second Snow White took it out. Oh yes, sorry. Yeah, Rebecca Mader, by the way, worked in The Devil Wears Prada. But let's be fair. Rebecca Mader was not the main actress in The Devil Wears Prada. She was barely supporting. It was Emily Blunt. There was who's a fantastic actress. There's Emily Blunt, Anne Hathaway, and Meryl Streep. Rebecca Mader is not a name to remember from The Devil Wears Prada. That's why I'm saying you want them to be main attractions, either supporting or starring. I mean, having a minor role. I could have a minor role in a movie and no one would ever know. I'm not getting an award for it. Point being, my point being is I want them to have starring and leading roles in movies. I don't want them just to be on the sides. So Charming and Snow White, he should have died. I really feel that he should have died the second his heart was pulled out of his body, but that didn't happen. And yes, Rebecca wasn't lost. Lost is a fantastic show. If you guys have nothing to do, you obviously have lives. If you need a television show to watch during the breaks, I really suggest Lost. I think Lost is a great show to watch during the Once Upon a Time hiatus. I did it, and it was so worth the time and energy. It's confusing, but so worth it. All right. I'm losing my steam here because I keep thinking about movies I want to see the characters in, and then you guys are telling me movies that the actors are in as well. But I think you also understand my point of view. Okay, so Evil Queen takes the hearts, and she's like, I have them. what am I gonna do? And then she's like, nope, put it back. So she puts it back in the heart, and then Snow White passes out, poofs Snow White away, and then they find her, they wake up, and then we find out that double sleeping curse. Double sleeping curse. All right. If Joe was here, he'd be mad because, again, a sleeping curse. Why? God, seriously. Why would there have to be a sleeping curse? A second one. I don't even know how many there are. Like, that's a problem. I actually like Lost all the way up to season 6. I thought Lost was a fantastic show. Very well written. 2 play cool, 21. Lana needs to do an Oscar bait movie. Yes. 100% agree. 100% agree. Yes, I don't like horror. I know Colin. I did know Colin O'Donoghue was in The Right. That was the only movie that Joe has actually ever seen him in as well. But again, I'm talking about movies now, not movies. I think that because of Once has given them such a great resume that they should be able to get in big projects. In all honesty, I mean, maybe we can discuss this at the very end, which could last forever at this point. We probably could get a nice idea of like Marvel characters for Once Upon a Time. I mean, like, I could very much see Lana, Jen, and Colin all in a Marvel movie, but I'm way digressing. So now we have a double sleeping curse. Then we got the trailer, and I'll do the trailer review right after we have this. So, okay, double sleeping curse, and now essentially their happy ending has been taken away because one can only sleep and one can only be awake. I'm tired of it. I think it's over. It's done with. I agree with Princess Birds 375. I think it's a very boot idea. Like, I actually would love to know why they came up with that. It's contrived. It's contrived and redundant and repetitive. And the thing is, the Evil Queen's approach I thought was fantastic. Like, I really liked how she scared them into giving up their hearts. But at the same time, I didn't like the fact that that they're both cursed with the sleeping curse. I mean, what if they were frozen? In all honesty, like, what if the Evil Queen decided to do a frozen curse? I mean, how cool would that be? Like, she would freeze them. Maybe she pulled inspiration from the Maid Mary and Selena epidemic. Let's see. Melissa Cruz just wrote. All right. So why doesn't Emma just kiss them? I don't know. Would she have to kiss them simultaneously for it to work? I guess she could put them neck and neck, right? And she can just kind of pop them on the head. I really don't know if Emma. I mean, wouldn't Henry have true love for them as well? But they share. I don't know. I really don't know. That has to be the solution, right? I think that's the main problem here. Is I think we can see a sleeping curse as a way to a sleeping curse can be broken by true love's kiss. Neil, the baby, could even kiss one too. I mean, there's plenty of ways to wake them up, but I don't know what the caveat or. There's clearly an exception to awakening them, but there's clearly tons of rules that we're going to have to follow to wake them up. Unless, no, they can't be immune to true love's kiss. That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, actually, you know what I was thinking about earlier? Nori Dupree, Hook can kiss Charming. Okay, so you know what was hysterical was I was watching Broken Heart earlier in the day, and I was thinking, wait a minute, Hook's dark curse is still in effect, even though technically nothing happened, but it's still in effect. So doesn't that need to be broken, or did that get broken today too when Emma or when Charming woke up Snow White? I thought that was kind of interesting too, because like that we saw that light. And by the way, the cinematography when he went to go wake her up, I thought that was a beautifully done how it integrated the clips together from season 1 and season 6. So I thought that was really well done. I love the visuals here. I thought the visuals were quite well. Cinematography is really great in this season. It's very fantastic. I really have been enjoying it. So that's the major review of this episode, or just long fun discussion with all of you guys who have been such a fantastic audience. I really appreciate it. And as I said, we'll do a review of the next trailer very soon, which will be fun. Yes, exactly. Melissa, thank you for agreeing with me. They never broke his curse. I mean, I guess his curse was just a transportation spell, but Emma put the memory wipe in, but the Camelot people already left, and they're the only ones that lost memories, so who knows? I don't know. So Zelina, do we know where she stands? Is she on their side? I feel like she's kind of in the middle, which is interesting. And also, by the way, yes, Snow White's heart. I'm kind of going off your question a little bit, Aaron, because you reminded me of something. When Zelina was holding Snow White's heart, or Regina was holding Snow White's heart, did anyone notice how dark it was? It was really, really dark. I expect like a little to drop, but not like almost full black. It was really dark. Like, that's bad how dark it was. I thought that was crazy, but I'm probably being nitpicky. So all right, let's do ratings. Yeah, that makes sense that she's leaning towards the Eve Queen. All right, let's do some ratings here. So I think this episode, we're going to do it in both sides, so the episode's fairly devised up. I'm going to say I think this episode for the present day will get a 3 out of 5. I think that's fair. I think the overuse of sleeping curses is redundant. But again, I think the acting in the present day, the camera angles in the present day were really, really well done. And I'm going to give the flashback a 2.5 out of 5. But the real reason it's getting such a high rating is Wilby. Wilby is the only reason I like the flashback. I thought the dog was so cute. So Nori Dupree, there was no untold story. The untold story was Wilby the dog. Seriously, it was a dog and the woodcutter. All right, I mean, Emily, yes, honestly, a 1 is truly what it deserved, but I want to give the dog something. I have a big black lab who I really love, and I really just love that dog. I thought it was so cute. So Team Wilby made the flashback worth it. Let's honestly put it at a 2. But if I had to lean towards Wilby for favoritism, it'd be a 2.5. So yeah, 3 for the present, and 2 for the 2.5 for the dog. So that in the flashback. So that's kind of where that would stand. So if you guys can throw your ratings out, that'd be kind of cool. Tell me that. I am all for seeing that, because I'm really curious where you guys stand. I really feel that a lot of us were looking forward to the episode, but at the same time, we kind of knew that we would be getting a contrived, redundant plot point. And again, we can talk about next week's episode in the trailer review. So now I'm going to just pull up my Twitter, and I'm going to look at other stories that are untold on Once Upon a Time, because you guys, you definitely did vote. All right. So the final results are in. So essentially, it was a 3-way tie between Nightmare Before Christmas, Princess and the Frog, The Lion King. Treasure Planet got no love. Why? Jim Hawkins is a fantastic character. Hogwarts Dreamer, I like your rating too. I thought it was a very well done. Emily, I will do a full trailer discussion review where I'll throw myself out in the box. I'll put myself in the box and I'll probably throw some images on the side. Actually, I know I ask this all the time, but I really like it. What do you guys like? Do you like it when it's just this, or would you like it when I crop myself out a little bit? So tell me what you would want. I like to switch it up, in all honesty. I actually really like the cutout, but I would like to know your feedback on that. But let's talk. So feedback on that whenever you get a chance. I don't care when you say it. But for new untold stories, Princess and the Frog, Lion King, or Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm really, really bummed out that Treasure Planet lost. I loved Treasure Planet. I thought Treasure Planet was a fantastic Disney movie. It's very unloved, which is unfortunate. It's also unloved just like Atlantis, which again is unfortunate because Atlantis actually is a very good movie. It's a very good movie and could serve so well on Once Upon a Time. I think practically, the next thing on Once Upon a Time that we should see is Princess and the Frog. I think Untold Stories, it came in third. It came in the top 3 of the poll. I really think that Princess and the Frog should be. I really, really think Princess and the Frog should be the next one. So that's definitely where I would go with that one. I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas could be a fantastic, fun Christmas episode, but I don't want to see it, like, in all fairness, on the show. I think it could be funny. And then Lion King somehow came up too, and I can't give Lion King any credit for this show. Yeah, no to Lion King. I don't even. I put it up here because a lot of you were saying that, and Joe was saying that too. But I totally cannot give Lion King. Thumbelina could work. Thumbelina is in the not fair use elements. The God, I'm blanking on what it's called. It's what all the fairy tales are in. So Thumbelina could do that. I think Thumbelina. Puss in Boots is actually in the same realm of fair use that anyone could use. Pocahontas, I don't think should be on the show. I will agree with that with Aaron. I don't think Pocahontas should make it. It'll cause a blend of history and culture, and I feel like it'd actually get a very big backlash with audiences. I would be okay with it, but I don't think it should be on it just because of how historically inaccurate the movie was, and how I just don't think people would be too well receptive to it. Princess and the Frog, I think, would be the best choice for it, especially since that movie really hasn't gotten that much love. Yes, To Play Cool 21, Once Upon a Time should totally have a Christmas episode. It really, really should. Based on The Nightmare Before Christmas, I really think that should be what happened. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know. Yeah, why not? I'm all for that. I wish I could show you guys like how my desktop is set up, because I have like a whole folder with the Disney movies and stuff that I pull out the clips from when I edit with them, and I have the Hunchback, and I think the Hunchback actually I have it. I can see the title of the film, and I really think that would be a good one to do as well. I think Frollo, that could be an untold story. That would be an untold story as to how they would approach it. They could find, I wouldn't even say blend it with anyone. Just Hyde. You can get Hyde and Frollo. Like, that's a great way to bring Hyde back. Hyde and Frollo, they run the town. They run the land of untold stories. It looked like at one point Agrabah or the Hunchback world was the untold stories. So I really could see that. I think that would be really cool. Thank you. Exactly. They would be in the untold stories. Thank you, Danielle. That's exactly where I would see that. I mean, Hunchback is too close to Belle. And in all fairness, Emily, just from my perspective here, Belle is French in Disney, and Hunchback is French. And Hunchback definitely would be French here because it takes place in Paris. But Belle is Australian. So actually, Joe was texting me that. He said it's hysterical that they don't even bother to hide her accent. So I think Hunchback and Belle would be good to separate. Anastasia's not Disney. Marilyn, Anastasia cannot be done on the show. She's technically a historical figure, just like Pocahontas, but the rights to the animated movie are owned by Don Bluth and Fox, and I would never want to touch that movie because A, I think it's very good, and B, I feel that Disney would just want to destroy it for fun. I wouldn't want to see historical figures on this show. I don't think would work. I think it's a very bad idea. K-Dude 146, Rumple and Frollo working together. Yes, that would be cool, and a reason to go and like Rumple. Maybe he could even team up with the Evil Queen Serum, who by the way, is she the villain? She must be the villain for the season. She's totally owning the season, which is so sad because I really thought Mr. Hyde would be the one who's owning it. But I think the episode, it definitely gave us a ton to discuss, which I love. So, I mean, how historical, Aaron, I don't have all my stuff in front of me to go through it. I don't think King Arthur is super historical, though. I think he's in the Geoffrey Chaucer tales. I could be wrong. I just don't think, I think Arthur was based on Arthurian lore. I mean, he might have actually been a king of England, but I don't want to quote that. Sorry, I have to do the history of King Arthur. How is Mr. Hyde Disney though? Jekyll and Hyde are actually are in the public domain. That's how Disney can use them. It's the same thing with Dracula. Actually, Dracula. That's who I would like to see next, is Dracula. I see so many great animated fairy tales that are very Disney-esque, which I think would be great in the show, but they don't technically. I miss Mr. Hyde too. And what's the Evil Queen Ultimate's game plan? I don't know. I don't know what her game plan is, Emily. But I just have to tell you guys, this has probably been one of the most fun videos I've ever done on YouTube. So thank you all so much for this. Like, this has been such a blast. You guys have been so great. All these comments, and I'm trying to make sure I get to every one of you because I want to. So I really, really appreciate everyone who's tuned in for this, because this has been a blast. It's been a real blast for me. And just thank you for staying up so late to discuss this with me. I will try to do this for next week's episode as well. In fact, I will do it for next week's episode as well. You guys are great. This is, as you all know, this is why I make YouTube videos, so we can have this fun discussion. And again, also, very, very quick thing about me, I never thought I would do this. 2 years ago when I started making these, I never once thought I would be making videos like this. And here I am. I never thought I would do it. I was super camera shy, and now here I am just talking to the camera. But you guys are truly, you make me want to do this. Like, I always am thinking, like, of all things to do. The second the sneak peek comes out, I'm like, I have to cover it. I have to. I love making videos for you guys. I love talking with all of you. This makes my life so great. So thank you. I think I've covered everything. Is there anything else you guys want to see covered as well? I'm trying to think of other untold stories that are in the public domain. I actually really love to see Dracula. I think Dracula would be fantastic on the show. For characters I would like to see return, I would love to see Tinkerbell, even though she's on iZombie, so she's pretty busy. But I would also like to see Dr. Whale. I think Dr. Whale will be really, really cool as well to come back to the show. But again, he's very, very busy. Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, Emily, I think you know me very well at this point, because you know how much I love that franchise. It's one of my absolute favorite franchises. I watch every Pirates of the Caribbean movie every year, which might be kind of sad, but I absolutely love those movies. I think they're stunning. Ruby and Anna, I would love to see more Ruby and Anna too. It's so funny. I think I would like to see Ursula and Ariel come back to the show as well. No Camden, no Peter Pan. Never, ever, 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 no more Peter Pan. He's dead. Cruella, though. Cruella would be cool. I think Atlantis would also be a fantastic movie to see on the show adapted. As I already said, Princess Frog. And you know, this one might be kind of weird, but I would like very much to see Tangled done properly. I know we already had Rapunzel on the show, but I think if once did Tangled, I mean, think about it. You had Ursula the Sea Witch, Ursula the Goddess, and you had Regina acting as Ursula. I think we could get a Rapunzel with blonde, magic, golden hair. So I think Tangled would be a fantastic adaptation. In all fairness, I think a Tangled arc. Like, I know that we've been discussing how the season could be just one long season arc. In fact, I made a whole video about it. But I really think a Tangled arc would probably be amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think and we wouldn't, unfortunately, Mandy Moore is so busy, but I don't think that she would be able to play Rapunzel. But anyway, I think Tangled would be stunning. I would love to see a Tangled arc. I got so excited from that. That should be a new video. Top 5 ideas for a Tangled arc. They could totally make it work. They could totally make it fit it. Think about it. They made Elsa, the Snow Queen from Frozen, come out because they just decided to put her in an urn. All right. So and then that urn just happened to be in the Dark One's vault. There's so many ways to throw Tangled in, and guess who probably Rapunzel's best friend would become? And I'm looking at your comment, Sarah, because you said it could totally parallel the Captain Swan. Emma. I could see Emma and Rapunzel. I mean, even if you threw Emma being the new Rapunzel. Sorry. Just so exciting. So I think that's a fantastic arc. Mary Poppins as a villain. Ooh. I don't know. I saw another comment real quick. Emily, no, I'm going to say no. Choose Utopia. That'd be a no, just because animals. I think the show does not need to adapt animals. I believe one of you just asked me which arc did I dislike more between Hades. I want to make sure I get the question because I have a lot to say about this. Sorry, I'm scrolling back to the comments. There's so many. Let's see. Okay, what's worse to come back, Hades or Peter Pan? Okay, I'm gonna just say what would be worse is Hades. because Greg German didn't act. He didn't act at all. He got into a character and then he went like this. I think I acted more in this video than Greg German acted in his entire 8-episode arc. So no, I think Peter Pan would be so much better to come back than Hades. And then, yeah, I would rather see Robbie K back on Once Upon a Time. Aaron, do I think they might do Moana? My answer is yes. I think Moana could come to the show, provided it gets season 7 or 8, though. Brave came to the show in season 5A in 2015. It came out in 2012, so that was 3 years later. Frozen came right away, but Frozen was just so wildly popular, and the writers just fell in love with it. That was why. And then Frozen also became a franchise. Brave is a franchise, but it's not as popular as the Frozen franchise. So I think Moana could come to the show, but I would wager Moana would be a 2018, 2019 character. She probably would be on the show the same year I graduate law school. That's my guess. Either the season leading into the fall or the season that'll be airing the year I graduate. That'll most likely be when Moana comes in. Nori, you said I want more Mulan. I think Mulan would be fantastic. I think Once Upon a Time doing, I think with a live action Mulan coming from Disney and also Sony. I know I really don't do too many videos discussing movies anymore because I focus so much on Once and other shows. But Sony is making a live action Mulan, and so is Disney. And yes, Danielle, I agree. Lilo and Stitch should be a little bit too weird. Though it could blend with Moana. But yeah, Mulan could come back, but Jamie Chung is so busy on Gotham right now, she doesn't have the time to come over to Vancouver to film. So I think Gotham films in Canada too, but I think it films in Ontario. Could be wrong. I know that the CW shows film in a different section of Canada, or in this case, Fox. Yeah, 2 Mulans, insanely, Ashley. We're getting one from Sony, and we're gonna get one from Disney. And the Disney Mulan for live action, she's going to be they want her to be solely of Chinese descent or Chinese ethnicity, and it's not a dual project. No, there's actually been a whole lawsuit about this. It's been a crazy issue with it. Bernard, I want them to do a Lily and Maleficent story arc. I actually would like to see Lily come back and Maleficent. I really liked Kristen Van. I'm not going to say her last name because I'm probably going to mess it up. Black Cauldron will be awesome as well. I think that would be fantastic. I actually saw Doctor Strange last week, Emily. I didn't think any of you wanted me to review it. I honestly feel like we just discuss shows now. If you want me to start getting back with movie reviews, I'll gladly start doing them. I get to see movies way in advance now, so I'd be more than happy to review it if you want to discuss it, because I really liked it. I actually thought Doctor Strange was fantastic. That I could see fitting into Once Upon a Time. Lily is still in Storybrooke. Maleficent is still in Storybrooke. Yes, as far as I know. Sarah, yes, I miss Merlin. Actually, Sarah, I was saying earlier, I don't know how much you got to watch this video. I also don't know how long I've been talking. But I actually was watching a couple of season 5 episodes, and I saw Broken Heart where they killed Merlin, and I went, oh, gone too soon. Gone too soon. I thought that was just very unfortunate. I think with Agnes's pregnancy, though, it's kind of hard for them to do to do Lily right now, but maybe in the end of season 6. I actually don't know where. I really can tell you, I have no idea where 6 is going, which is crazy. Like, I literally have no. Well, hey, Aaron Jefferson, you might be missing him, but he's making a great job as the Winter Soldier in Marvel. Actually, Too Cool Play 21. What happened to Catherine? As to where she is, she's most likely in Storybrooke. But I actually believe during the Once Upon a Time season 3 finale, she stood in as Elsa. If you can you believe that or not? Princess Birds 357. Tell me, how do you think they could bring Merlin back? By the way, this is absolutely this is the best discussion I've ever had on YouTube. And you know what I actually really love about this is I'm not having to edit edit. Like I use Adobe Premiere to edit, and I love it, but it just takes so much prep work. And that's why I really have been enjoying this. But I really want to know how they can bring back Merlin. Sarah, yes, I agree. I absolutely love that. I don't know where we're going, because this actually is fantastic. When I don't know, it allows, not to make this about me, but when I don't know where it's going, it allows for my reviews just to be that much longer and a little bit more speculatory, and to focus on like on literally everything that happens, like dissect every little bit of it, which I love to do. That's why trailers are one of my favorite things to review, because the trailers just have so much in them. I think trailers are one of the best things out there. The Wonder Woman trailer, if any of you have seen that, go watch it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, because that Wonder Woman trailer was so good. So I feel like I should start wrapping this up, unless there's anything else you guys want to discuss before I head out. I think we've been chatting for over a half hour. A Merlin spinoff. Nah, he's busy. I don't think anyone wants to see another. I don't to see a Merlin spinoff. Oh yes. All right. Actually, hold on. Does anyone not want to hear spoilers about Robin Hood? Because I do know a Robin Hood spoiler. Spoiler-ish. If you don't want to hear spoilers, I won't say it. I'll make it its own private video. If you would prefer that. But I have this Robin Hood spoiler in front of me that I'd be more than happy to share. But I won't do it unless you tell me, because I don't want to be rude to those of you who don't want to know. I'm assuming that a lot of you who like to kind of okay, all right, and maybe most of you know this, but one of my followers, one of the viewers, I'm not going to call this another Robert viewer, because I don't think you guys, I don't want to do that. One of another Once Upon a Time fan who just happens to talk to me sent me a tweet. His name is Austin Prophet, and I'm actually not even Austin. If you're in the chat, so say hi, because I know that you definitely watch. And Austin sent me a photo of Sean Maguire back on set with Lana Parrilla, and it looks like he's coming back very, very soon. There's a whole thing about their costumes too, but I didn't understand that 100%. So anyway, I guess the photo would be more spoiler. I'll pop it up as soon as I can find it. But I guess he's definitely coming back, and he's either not dead or someone's disguised as him to throw off the evil queen. But he's coming back soon, and he's gonna be teaming up with Regina again. All right, there you go. They're together. That's this season. Thank you, Austin, for that. I think that I don't know what's going to be happening. In fact, he just, from this photo, I don't know. Better question. Who wants Robin back on the show? Who wants him back? I guess I didn't really spoil it as much as I wanted to, but I don't know. I guess like this is a better place than ever to discuss it. I think that Robin Hood and Regina really, really don't have the best of chemistry. I don't see the chemistry between Lana Parrilla and Sean Maguire. I don't see it. I think the idea is strong, but I don't see the chemistry. In fact, I never saw the chemistry even between Rumble and Belle. That one just always weirded me out. But I think, yes, Robin didn't have good character development. He was just all over the place in season 5, and season 4 he was kind of crazy. But I don't think that Robin and Regina just have like great chemistry, which is a problem. But if you look at Jennifer Morrison and Colin O'Donoghue, you see chemistry. I think that's why people love Captain Swan so much, because you feel passion between the two of them. I think when Lana is acting with Sean, you feel that she loves him. But for some reason, maybe I'm just not a Sean Maguire fan. I think he's kind of like, well, it's a paycheck, and I'm gonna do it. Like, what I also find is hysterical about Robin Hood is Sean Maguire is he blatantly said when he leaves a project, he doesn't come back, even if he's asked. And here he is. He's back. So I wonder what ABC has on him that they would have him back, because he was blatantly adamant about that. Okay, Sarah, really? Amazeballs? Yeah. Yes, Tom Elias is better. I like Tom Elias better too, Aaron. I think I'm blanking on her name. I think Melissa. I think Melissa. I know that you'll watch at some point later. She said that she loves the show Lucifer because of Tom Elias. I just started that show. I'm watching Gotham at the moment, season 2. I'm not caught up yet, but Lucifer. I'm watching that right now. I think Tom Elias is fantastic. He's a great actor. I'm at episode 6 of season 1 right now. I love it. I also the fact that Lucifer's only 13 episodes long, which I think is great. Yeah, to play Cool 21. I really don't think they knew what to do with him, with Robin Hood. Yeah, Elias Lucifer he's fantastic. Maybe it was you, Emily Nicole, who told me about to go watch Lucifer. I know it's related to DC, which I love. You guys know I'm starting to become with that about Robin Hood. I think Elias was a fantastic Robin. I really, really loved him, and I think he's a great actor. In fact, I think he's 10 times better than Sean Maguire. Look at me. I'm all over the place tonight. This has just been has been wild. Yeah, if I catch up with Lucifer by the time Lucifer starts its 2B part of the season, would you want me to start reviewing Lucifer 2? Let me know over here. I'll gladly start to do it. The devil does indeed wear Prada. All right. Well, Aaron, I'm going to say I think no one, at least in my opinion, I don't think Will is that relevant. We don't even know where Will is. They ruined that character. Austin, I think that Regina will take until the end until at least the mid-season finale to get the evil queen back into her. Excuse me, back into her. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like we've hit many things on the head right now. No, sorry, that was fine. I thought Amazeballs was hysterical. I was totally good with it. I said really just because I didn't expect to see that in the chat. This is great. This has been really, really fun. So I think who wants to discuss next week's episode? Because I want to start to get the trailer review out in a couple minutes. That's in my next goal. I would like to get it out by 12:30 at some point. It's almost midnight for me right now, so we'll go for 10 more minutes. We're going to chat for 10 more minutes, and then we're going to end it. So Sean Maguire is coming back as Robin Hood. We all know that. We have no clue really where the show is coming. Yes, the dragon is back, but we will be discussing the dragon in depth in the trailer review. I will tell you, I've watched it twice already. I thought I had to do a shot by shot. That's kind of late to do that. I'm not really in the mood to do a shot by shot review. Sorry for you guys saying yes, do it, and yes, are you referring to the Lucifer reviews? Because I'm assuming that's what it's in reference to. I just want to make sure that I'm saying the right thing. By the way, I find it hysterical that we literally have discussed Heartless for like 10 minutes, and then the rest has just been chat. Could the dragon be Lily's dad? All right, so that's a question that's not so much about the episode, about the next episode. I don't think the dragon is Lily's father. I just don't see it being connected. I don't know. I don't think I just don't. I feel like they'd have to find a way to pull the dragon into the Enchanted Forest and whatnot. I feel like he's been too isolated for me to even think that the dragon was her father. Jafar, how cool would that be? I know Jafar became a snake, but in all honesty, if he can become a snake, he'd become a dragon. So maybe Jafar is Lily's dad. That would be cool. I mean, how cool would that be if Jafar was her father? That was just a total brainstorm. I really haven't thought too much about All right, let's see. Austin said, do you think the Evil Queen will give Snow or Emma the hide serum? I would love to see the Dark Swan and Dark Snow. All right, I do not want to see the Dark Snow, but I would love to see the Dark Swan in full-on darkness capacity. Yes, Emily. By the way, I think we all should write the show. I'm actually in my free time. I'm working on my own, not so much Once Upon a Time, but I'm actually working on my own new show as well with Joe. Funny enough, so that's like one of our new projects. We're trying to get a pilot out there. Oh yes, that would be a custody battle. Parista Star 808. What's my favorite ship? My favorite ship on this show is Captain Swan. I love them. I think they're a fantastic couple. I love Emma and Hook together. I think Colin O'Donoghue and Jennifer Morrison have a great chemistry, and I really love them as a couple. For like fanon couples, I would go with Swan Queen. I know I feel like a lot of people like that, but for like non-canon, it would definitely be Swan Queen. For canon, it's Captain Swan Emma. I can't say Snowing is my favorite just because I just don't like them anymore. Like, I like that they're in love, like that's great, but they're not interesting. They're like I rooted for them until season 2, and then when the show became Paris, sorry, the S's confused me and I read it too fast. The show just got way too Snowing based. That's a lie. Sorry. In comparison to Captain Swan to Snowing, I think that Captain Swan is just the couple to go. Baby Neil is most likely chilling with Granny, being babysat by someone else. His mother is not taking care of him. Have you listened to Beth and Abby's Once Upon a Time podcast? No, I never have. I have no joke. I rarely interact with too many other YouTubers. There's a couple who I'm pretty friendly with, but I actually don't know any other Once Upon a Time YouTubers at all. I've talked to a couple cast members of Once very briefly on Twitter before, but I've never actually done a collaboration with other YouTubers. Sorry, I'm just keep looking at your comments because we have 5 minutes left before I end this out, because I've been having a great time with this. I think Baby Neil is going to start to think Granny is his mom. That'd be hysterical. Aaron, you guys have this has been great. I can't believe how many of you guys have been watching it too. How come Neil ever? How come Neil never ages? Well, no. I mean, I think he's not even a year. I would, yeah. By the way, so for Canada College was. Oh, I've spoken to Rebecca Mader and I've spoken to Victoria Smurfett. I've also spoken to Adam Horowitz before as well. I've talked to. Do you remember when I was on the special? Remember when I was on TV for Once Upon a Time a year ago? I talked to a couple of the Once Upon a Time producers when I was on the when I had that special. I had to do tons of paperwork to be on television for that. The Dark Swan one, I was on that. I talked to a lot of people who worked at ABC when I did that, and then during the course of season 5, I got the chance to just briefly talk to Rebecca, Adam, and Victoria. Huh. Sorry, Danielle just said, I remember. Yeah, now I remember you. I saw you on the retrospective. Yeah, that was me in this office. I was literally here in this office. I filmed right here. Different camera, different computer, but same office where I was filming this. And that was cool. I didn't get to do that for season 6, unfortunately, but I really did enjoy that. Blue in the flashbacks was majorly pointless. Aaron, totally agree. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. The show has given us so much. You seem pretty excited. Lots of coffee that day. I think I was just excited the fact that I was going to be on TV. That's kind of what was driving me. And I only had a year of YouTube at that point, Danielle, so I hadn't had an opportunity to really be like this. Yeah, sorry. My point being is I feel the show has established so many things. It's thrown out so much, right? Good example, the Dark Fairy. Yet it doesn't bother to go further because they want to focus on other things. And Roland is back with Little John in the Enchanted Forest. That's where he's chilling. Yeah, Blue's outfit's disgusting. Emily, totally agree. Paris said, "What do you think about Gold and the Evil Queen?" Because it's great. Yeah, that's the consensus. It's disgusting. Yep, everyone is pretty much disgusted by Gold and the Evil Queen. It's disgusting. The fact that she admitted to liking him was so gross. I think Morgan Le Fay or Morgana Danielle would be a great addition, especially if you want to somehow bring back King Arthur. That whole thing with Guinevere with Arthur was barely ever discussed after he put that memory powder in her. And I would like to see, not so much Guinevere, but I think if you want to throw in an Arthur flashback, throw in some Morgana and even get to Guinevere back on the show, I think that would work really well. As to how to do it, I don't know. Do we really need any flashbacks anymore? I don't think we need flashbacks for our main cast. I think that's been null and void for a very long time. But I think Count of Monte Cristo's flashback, Hyde's flashback, very, very important. I think that would be very, very necessary if we're going in that direction. I would love to see Yzma. K-Dude, I think Yzma would be fantastic. Angela saying we need more Frozen. Are you in my head? Because I've been saying that since they left. I love the Frozen arc. It's the best arc the show has ever done. It is the best. I think Yzma will be a great transition on the show, a great addition to the show. There's so many fun villains that they could have. I think she would work really well as as like another like goofy mad scientist witch character. Yeah, Danielle, I was actually kind of wondering that too, if the drug effects of the potion wore off of Guinevere, but we'll never know because Danielle Metris is just not on the show. She's back in the in Camelot. And Manson's back in Don Brook. Everyone's just pretty much anyone you want to see is gone at this point, minus our main cast of characters, and we still have so much to do with them. But like next week's Untold Story, it looks like it's dealing with the dragon, which is interesting because she's holding his heart in the trailer, and I'll dissect that more there. Yes, Frozen spinoff. Would love to see it, Austin. Totally would love to see it. All right, guys. So throw out your last bit of thoughts here. I'm going to just try to wrap this up because, well, I think we discussed this for a long time. Yeah, Merida was pointless. I very much said that in season 5A, I think that throwing Brave and Camelot was a waste of time. It should have just been one or the other. Pull liver crunky. Yes, love that. Mother Gothel, I think should be on the show because I already said I want to see Tangled. I think the next, I really, really, really think arcs should come back to the show setting, and I think Princess and the Frog and Tangled would be great arcs for the show too. If I had any access to working on this television show, I would say I would get a whole big map, right, for what I want to see, and I would go Princess and the Frog, Tangled, Atlantis, Treasure Planet, then throw in a bunch of random characters like the Nightmare Before Christmas, throw in maybe even the Jungle Book if you really want to go that far. But Atlantis, Princess and the Frog, Treasure Planet, also throw in Hunchback in there too. But yes, that's what I would like to see. Atlantis, Treasure Planet, Princess and the Frog, and Tangled are the last 4 things I really want to see adapted on the show. I think that'll be really, really awesome. Do you still think Dark Swan's under the Red Hood still? Yeah, Austin, I still do think that the Dark Swan is under the hood for the moment. But it could also be Jason Todd, since Jason Todd is also under the Red Hood. Batman, I really hope I didn't go over anyone's head with Jason Todd. For those of you who are wanting to get into other properties, I really, really suggest the DC properties, and not even the DC shows I watch, but I really suggest the DC animated movies. I've watched so many movies of them recently. They're so good. Tarzan, I think, would be good in a one-off story to play Cool 21. By the way, we've had a great discussion tonight, and I can see other videos to come out like this. Yes, Paris, I definitely will be doing more live streams. I probably won't be doing one like this until next week. There's a very good chance I'll be with Joe, though. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll try to get. I definitely will be doing this again. I've been having a great time doing this. I think I think I've got to everyone's comments. Oh wait. I love the TV Disney movie Descendants. I'd love to know their thoughts on Once Upon a Time Cast and vice versa. You know, Danielle, I've never seen Descendants. I was like, cannot do it. Cannot do it. Like, no. I'm just so used to Once. That's also why I'm very much opposed to a that's why I'm very, very opposed to the live action toy. Aliha DL, this has been a whole discussion. We did review it. We even rated it. We've been chatting about the episode for a while, and then we're just kind of having an ending discussion about it. But the rating of it was a 2.5/5 for the flashback, thanks to Wilby, and a 3.5 for the present day, because I really did enjoy the Evil Queen's approach. Aaron agreed. The Evil Queen is not going to die. Regina is not going anywhere. If anything, she's going to be absorbed back into her body. I don't know what's going to happen to Hook's mother. But you know what, guys? I think we've been having a great discussion, but I'm going to have to, unfortunately, end our chat now. I want to stop at 12. It's now 12:04. So I think we can start discussing next week's episode now. I'm going to just get the trailer review up for everyone. And again, thank you all. I need to fix the lighting here. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this very long discussion live review. It's been fantastic. I've had a great time. Sorry, I just keep seeing the comments. You guys keep talking. I love it. Hook's mother. I never even thought about Hook's mom, but at the same time, I don't want to see more flashback for Hook. Just kind of not into that anymore. I really don't want to see a flashback for anyone beyond a new character. I think, like, example, Aladdin and Jasmine. Ooh, let's see Hyde and Cruella. Yes, Austin. Yes. All right, Paris, I'll see you later. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I am going to end this. I feel like if I haven't hit anything, tweet me. Send me a tweet or whatnot, and we'll discuss it. So I'm going to get the trailer review up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you all for saying goodbye, and we'll talk later. See ya.